Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Machine Robo Mugenbine review for you today. This is Uzumakidori. I was fortunate enough to get the box with this purchase. That is not always the case, as these can be a little hard to come by. This line is over 10 years old at this point. But very nice packaging. This actually is the solidly enclosed packaging, whereas some of the previous releases had like a window with a bubble so you could actually see the toy. This one is all closed up. Kind of the later releases were in this fashion, whereas the earlier ones had the bubble. But taking a look at the top, it just kind of shows you the pieces that you get. You see the three forms, the eagle, the jet ski, which is by far my favorite of the three forms. It's just something fantastic about that. And then the giant robot mode. This again just kind of shows you the pieces and then the three modes of the toy. Same on that side. Bottom's very boring. And then on the back, again, you see the three forms. Shows some of the other toys that are available in the line. You can see Teryu, and this is Wanrikiguma, which I believe, yeah, I have him coming. I just ordered him. So I might be able to put this together, because I do have Teryu. There's some other crazy things you can make. These are the bases, of which I think I only have the fire one. I really want to get the others because they're really cool. And then here are the three musketeers, which I've already reviewed. And then we have some other random ones in the line. So I always love the packaging for these. It's always fun to see the other figures that are available in the line. So let's go ahead. We'll get Uzumakidori out of the package and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here he is out of the packaging. As you can see, you have a mass of parts, and then you have the Mugenroid here. We'll take a closer look. I really like the head sculpt. I think that's pretty cool. I think they did a pretty good job with that. The green always goes well with the blue. And then he has a U on the side of his head for Uzumakidori, even though the side of it's cut off there. But I kind of wish the crest here was painted, maybe a yellow or a red or something. Just would have been neat. But I love the lime green for the eyes. I think they did a great job there. Standard Mugenroid articulation, arm can go all the way around. Legs can go out to the side as well as front to back. You have that knee bend. You have these pieces can swivel around. I like to kind of refer to these as like the feet, just because I think it makes it look like he has toes for the front of his foot, but they're just pegs. These pegs on the shoulders can also rotate up. You have some pegs on the back, peg hole there on the back as well. And then the head folds forward for most of the transformations. So there you go. We'll take a quick look at the pieces. You have this piece, which is primarily used for the water ski, jet ski combination. You have this piece here, which is going to be your giant robot head. And I guess we'll take a close look at this now. This is another really nice, like, see how the gold crest for the eagle head there? Again, you have the lime green, a little bit of red on the sides. So this head is really nicely detailed. I love this head sculpt. Otherwise, this kind of becomes the tail of the eagle. Then you have some legs / wing pieces here. Not too much, have a little bit of a turbine or something going on there on the side. Then you have the eagle piece. This has a little crest that pops up. Again, lime green for the eyes, looks really nice. I like that. This has a peg that can fold down, but I haven't really seen any combination that uses it. I guess just if you're building your own creation, you can use that peg that slides down. And then you have the giant robot arms / other part of the wing. So those are all the pieces we have. The first formation we'll take a look at is the eagle formation. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take the Mugenroid, fold the head forward, close up the arms, and then bring the legs back to kind of make the cube that we're somewhat used to using. You're going to have it with the legs pointing upward. So you're going to have kind of these four pegs to kind of act as a little base like that. Now you're going to take these wing pieces and you're going to clip these, and let me make sure I'm referring to the directions so I get this right because it's been a while. So we're going to clip these on here with the red stripe facing forward and the turbine underneath. Yes. Then we're going to take these wing pieces, and this clip here is going to peg into this clip here, and you will extend the wings on both sides, and you can tell it's right because you can see the red line continues on, and it's one continuous thing there. Then you're going to take this piece and peg that into the back here. Like I said, this will be the tail for the eagle. And then this piece will peg into the front here to be the head of the eagle. So there you go. You pretty much have the eagle pretty much done. You're going to take this piece and fold this back. And then this peg here is going to peg underneath. Yes? No, I'm sorry. This connector here is going to peg onto this peg here. So it kind of accentuates the tail feather a little bit, but also it's really just storage for that piece. So this is the eagle mode that we're left with. I think it looks really good. Here's a top-down version. Nice large wingspan, which I appreciate. And like I said before, I love the look of the eagle head with the lime green eyes. Really goes well with the darker blue color. Love the gold in the crest and the beak. The tail's fairly simplistic, but it looks good. And this piece hanging off the back doesn't really bother me. Like I said, it just kind of makes it feel like a longer tail feather for the eagle. But I like it a lot. I think it's pretty good. You could almost pretend these are cannons if you wanted, like to fire lasers or something. What am I doing here? Why is this a little crooked? Do I have this connected wrong? I might. There we go. Wasn't connected in all the way. But yeah, I really like the look of the eagle. I think they did a good job. I love the color scheme. Red and blue always look good together. It's a little bit lighter blue than it's showing up on camera. Camera's kind of showing as like a navy blue. It's really more just like a royal blue. I guess it's slightly dark, but not as dark as it's showing up. But yeah, I really like this eagle mode. I think they did a great job with it. It's definitely similar, but different enough from, say, like Carry Eagle, that I think it's worth having both, because I think they are different enough that they're both really well done and fun in their own ways. But let's move on to the best reason to buy this figure, the jet ski mode. Alright, so you're going to start off by taking the Mugenbine and putting his arms straight forward, and then you're going to want to bend him at the knee so that and point the toes down so that he's like this. You're going to take the eagle head with the crest out still, flip that upside down, and then peg it into this piece here. And that's going to kind of be the front of your jet ski. You kind of see the skate, or I don't really know what you would call it. I guess it's just to balance it. Will sit there on the ground. This piece will come up like this. I think you'll bend it like that. And this pegs into here like that. And then you're going to take these two pieces, and these little notches here are going to be what these sit in, but we'll get there in a second. So let me see how this goes. Okay. You're going to take this with this slot right here, and that's going to peg into here, like that. Then you're going to take this and peg that into here, and then you're going to take this one and peg it into here, and then peg this underneath there. So this is the jet ski you're left with. Now at this point you're going to want to take this guy and peg him into those little notches I showed you. And then there are little pegs here, and they will fit into the Mugenbroid's hands or fists. And there we go. We have the Mugenbroid riding on a jet ski. I don't know why I find this so hilarious, but I absolutely love it. It is the best form in this trio of forms, I guess I should say. It's my absolute favorite. I mean, all three forms are good, but this one is hands down my favorite. I just think it's hilarious. I absolutely love it. Just something about him. And it holds together very well, which I appreciate. I mean, when you don't have the Mugenbroid attached, it's a little bit looser, but once you connect him, it's really nice and solid. And you can just picture him cruising around on a jet ski, and it makes me smile. I don't know why so much, but it absolutely does. So, hands down my favorite form of the three. But before you judge, I'll go ahead and show you the Super Robot mode, and then you can decide for yourselves what the best form is. Alright, so the Super Robot form is very easy to put together. Fold the head down, bring the hands in just like that. You're going to take these pieces, will become the feet, so you're going to want to angle down the toes, plug them in. So there you go, there's your larger toes. You're going to have your larger arms here, which you're going to peg into the sides. You can kind of already see the robot mode taking shape. You're going to push the crest in, and then you're going to connect these two slots right there to these two pegs on the front. And I will tilt the camera up ever so slightly. So you can kind of see that's pretty much your robot mode. You're going to take this piece and pop out the head, swivel it all the way around, and then this peg right here will peg into this hole in the back. And there is your Super Robot mode. This piece is just used as a weapon of some kind. There we go. So I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be as far as a weapon goes, but they're like, hey, we can just throw that piece on there as a weapon. But again, I like the robot mode, the Super Robot mode. I think it looks good. You have the nice big arms, you have the feet, you have the eagle here on the chest. No kibble on the back really, except for this one piece, which I think looks pretty good. No problems there. So yeah, pretty nice little Super Robot mode. Articulation wise, the arms can kind of move around, except they hit the, I guess if you push these all the way in, you can get past, but they hit these pegs on the side of the leg. Otherwise, you can still move the legs out the way they normally do, bend them. Although, technically, the knees should be up here now. And I guess you could, yeah, if you move these around, I guess you could, if you want them to, like, kick forward, you could. It's hard to move them with them still connected, but you can move it and then reconnect it. Straighten that out, there you go. But like I said, I love the head sculpt for this, so if for no other reason, I love the color scheme and I love the head sculpt for the Super Robo mode, which I think makes it pretty excellent. So I think this guy's a lot of fun. All three of his modes are pretty fantastic, but the jet ski is definitely my favorite. The color scheme's great. The head sculpts are really nice. I don't really have too much to complain about this guy. He's definitely a lot of fun. So if you can get a hold of him, I recommend picking him up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Uzumakidori from the Machine Robo Mugenbine line. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.